David, Melissa, this is Caden from Camelback Subaru in Phoenix. I just want to make a quick little video to thank you guys again so much for allowing me the opportunity to meet and work with you and earn your business on your brand new Subaru Forester Sport. As promised, I will give you a little intro video of the buttons and features, quick little tutorial about the vehicle. I know you guys live a little bit of ways away, just in case you can't make it back to the store to go over your options and features. Now, this is a brand new Subaru Forester Sport, same exact one that you got. In the back, you do have a lot of safety features on this one. It's got rear parking sensors, so as you back out, if someone were to drive by, it will alert and let you know. And this one, it does have the sensors for reverse automatic braking as well. You got your backup camera in the back. There's a grippy little button here, opens your power rear lift gate wide open. Spacing in the back, you do have the accessories back here too, just like in yours. The seats pull down to 60-40 split, just like this. Down here, you have a little bit of storage, along with your wheel security lock nut key right there, and your spare tire and tools are right down here. There's even a little screwdriver. So if you can't find one around the house, just run out to your Forester and you got one right there in the back. To open your gas tank, as long as the doors are unlocked, all you do is push the left of the cover. It uses just regular unleaded fuel. You don't need premium. Now, when you lock the doors up, it does lock up the gas tank too, so you'll be all set and secure. Then around in the back, taking a step in, it's got rear air conditioning along with 2 USB ports located right beneath this flap here for your passengers. Just close that up there. You also have a center armrest with 2 cup holders. Now, the seats do recline. All you gotta do on each side, that's a hidden little strap here, but essentially you tug this and then just push the seat back, and there's a couple settings to recline the seat as well. Coming around to the right, you've got LED turn signals. Your blind spot detector indicators are located on the inside over here, and then your headlights are LED and the steering responsive. So as you turn the wheel at night, they do move in that direction a little bit too. Coming around, hopping into the driver's seat next. Over here, driver's seat is powered. It does go forward, backward, higher, lower, incline or decline for the back of the seat there, along with lumbar support adjustments. Now, your speakers are also upgraded with the Harman Kardon sound system. Sounds really, really nice. Hopping in here, gotta give you a quick little tutorial. Now, on your steering wheel, top right button, this is for your adaptive cruise control. We press that and it just gets it ready. Now, it's adaptive, so what it does is when you set your speed, not only does it hold your speed on the highway, but if you're approaching a car on the highway and you get too close to it, the Forester will actually slow down and maintain a distance right behind it. The little white line in front of the vehicle just represents the cushion you have while in cruise control from the vehicle ahead of you on the highway. And you can adjust the distance with these 2 buttons. So the top one here, if I were to give it a push, will extend out that cushion. This one down here will minimize it. So if you want to adjust it, if you think you're too far away, you can definitely personalize it to your own liking. Also, you have your lane centering button here. So if we press this, steering wheel icon to your right there gets it ready to go. These 2 are used in tandem with each other. So when you set your speed, all you do is rest your hands on the wheel on the highway. It'll keep you at a certain speed behind the car ahead of you at a certain distance, and then smoothly and physically within the lane. The S and I, these are 2 different drive modes. There's the intelligent mode, which by default, if you look to the right of the P there, you see that I located right there. That tells you what drive mode you're in. Stands for intelligent mode. It gives you a more relaxed, comfortable drive. Now, if you ever want a bit more power and torque, you have the sport button here. So if I were to give that a push, there's sport mode, going back to intelligent, and you can change it at any time and change your driving characteristics while you're driving the vehicle. Taking a step back over to our left, all these buttons over here will be for your media entertainment. You got your volume toggle. Source, if you press source, it will toggle between FM, AM, XM, and if you got your Bluetooth connected, it'll change to Bluetooth, Apple CarPlay, or Android Auto. That way you can keep your eyes on the road and not have to take your eyes off the road, hitting with a touch screen. You got it here at a touch of a button to the left. You got the answer call button, hang up calls, also voice commands for Bluetooth. Down here, you do have 2 directional pads. These will change information display right up top. So each time you press it, it will just give you different information. You have a settings button here too. If you want to go into in more depth more in-depth settings and features, you just hold down this I for a little bit, and I'll take you to that menu here. And then if you look very below, it gives you a little key about how to use the selector icons down there. To going back out, takes you back over here. Now your headlights, you do have auto setting. I always like to leave it on this one here. So at night, the headlights will automatically turn on. During the day, they'll just turn off, and you still maintain the daytime running lights as well. That's gonna be automatic. You don't have to worry about it. For fog lights, I always like to leave it on here, so when the headlights do come on, you just make sure that's twisted up, and the fog lights will be on as well. It just gives you more visibility. Coming to your touchscreen over here, go back to the wide angle view. Now, this is your main touchscreen. Currently, we're on the radio. You've got FM, AM, and XM. Your favorite stations listed 1 through 6 down here. Though, if you do hit the arrow, you got 12 or up to 18 different radio stations. You just got to tune it to whatever station you like, press and hold the button, and it pre-saves it right there for you. CD player, we still got those for now, although they're probably going to go away in the future, along with some physical buttons, which I do like. It's nice that you have a nice physical button and knob. That way you can kind of have the tactile feel of what you're navigating without having to take your eyes off of the road. For Apple CarPlay and Android Auto in the Forester, you do have to plug your phone into the USB located right beneath down there. But once it's plugged in, it'll just mirror your phone up here, and you can use Google Maps and listen to your music as well. But yeah, just want to give you a quick little video introducing the radio. Now, if we go up top, your rearview mirror, you do have a compass right there. These 3 buttons that you pair with garages if needed. This button with the green light, I would just leave that on. That will dim the mirror at night, so you don't get blinded by trucks with bright lights behind you while on the highway and get distracted. Coming up top, this button here is your lane departure warning, along with your pre-collision braking. Now, this has to do with the 2 cameras for the eyesight driver assist technology. The lane departure will go off if you're driving and you leave the lane without using the signal. The car will give you an audible warning, a little beep beep. Now, let's say you don't like that function at all. We're just gonna press and hold this button down, keep holding it down. Look down here to your left, and that little orange indicator now states that the lane departure warning is off. To turn it back on, just go back, press and hold your button, keep holding it down, now it's back on. Same thing with the pre-collision braking. The pre-collision braking right here will prevent accidents ahead of you. If the vehicle thinks you may collide with an object or a vehicle ahead of you at a certain speed and you haven't hit the brake, the car will kick in, slow the car down, brake completely if needed to minimize any impact, and try its best to prevent an accident and reduce any impact on it. That one I do recommend leaving on, but you can certainly turn it off if you do not like it. The button in the middle here will be for your huge moonroof. Press and hold for 2 seconds, and it retracts not only the glass, but the cover all the way back. Now, it stops about there, but if you go back and hold the button down again, this will be the max setting. And then you push it forward for 2 seconds. 1, 2, let go. It pulls back the glass and the cover and closes it completely. Up top, you also have, this is part of Subaru Starlink. It's a service for safety. The red button's for emergencies. If you ever get in a collision, your phone flies to the back and you need assistance, just hit the red button. It's also activated if the airbags were to ever deploy from a collision. The blue button here will be for roadside assistance, and with the new Subaru, you do have those functions for free for 3 years. This little switch here, door or off, this is for your light settings inside the vehicle. I like to leave it on the door. That way, when you open the doors, your lights turn on. And then when you shut the doors, lights will just dim right off, just like that. But yeah, that's a quick little overview of everything. Oh, one other thing I just remembered. There's also an info button on your steering wheel. Now, each time you press it, it's gonna change this little information display up top. Each slide and each time you press it will just give you different information. So kind of play around with that, and then you can definitely leave it on a certain one you prefer. I usually like to leave it on the medium one, just kind of see what music's playing. Down here, electronic parking brake. So no more manual levers. They're digital now for most of the modern cars. To activate it, and this is how I remember it, just like a manual one, you got to pull up on that lever to lock it. So we pull up, let go. No brake needed when locking it. You have a red indicator here. It will also say park right there. Now to disengage, just like on the manual one, you got to go up and then down. So to disengage this one, you do have to put your foot on the brake And then this button, you just push it down and it's disengaged. This button here is auto vehicle hold. Right now, it is not on, but we're gonna turn it on. We give that a push. It's gotta say AVH in the right corner right there. It's an acronym that stands for auto vehicle hold. What it does is normally at a stop, at a red light while you're in drive, to keep the vehicle in place, you gotta keep your foot on the brake. But with this, they designed this to help with driver fatigue. So when it's on, which is ready to go right now, says AVH in the right corner. Now when you start driving, and then once you come to a stop at a red light, if you push the brake down to a certain point, once you hit that point, you'll see a green circle appear under AVH, just like this one here. Now, when you see that green circle pop up on your speedometer right here, you can actually let go of the brake when you see that green circle while you're in drive, and it holds the car for you until you hit the gas and go again. May feel weird at first, but I use it all the time because I'm accustomed to it. I use it at drive-thrus, stop signs, stopping with traffic, red lights. So give it a try at a small parking lot. And then once you're used to it, I would take it on the main road. And then just kind of be aware whenever you see that green circle right under the AVH that it's holding the car for you until you hit the gas and go again. And then let me take a glance around. You got X mode here. This is ever in different terrain and lower speeds and you need more traction. You have the snow and dirt option to the left, along with deep snow and mud. Normal city driving in flatland, you don't need to use this. It actually shuts off that feature anytime you go past about 20 to 25 miles, I believe. But if you're ever in those certain situations and you need a bit more traction, whether you're in snow and dirt or deep snow and mud, all you gotta do is twist this knob to the left. You'll see it change up here, along with also here to let you know that it is currently being utilized. There's also this little green X mode logo here to let you know it's on. Now, if you want to deactivate it, all you do is push down. Now we're back in normal drive modes. And let me take a quick glance around, see if there's anything else I should go over with. I think that's about it, but hopefully this will help you get acclimated and familiar with your new Subaru Forester. I hope you feel more confident driving the vehicle and being able to use it after spending some time with it. If you have any additional questions, please give me a call. This is Caden from Camelback Subaru. You can reach me directly at 480-389-0561. Thank you. Enjoy. It was a pleasure to me to work with you guys both, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Take care.